When it comes to fasting, a lot of people say, this is the thing that's gonna get me skinny and it's gonna get ripped. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna tell you which fast that you should do. Now, we cover all the fasting in your personalized nutrition program during the Belly Burn Challenge, which is 28 days long. So if you want a custom plan that's gonna work for you, that's gonna help you to lose that belly fat, then send us an email, north@fitclub.fit. Just make sure that you mention the belly burn. Now, the first thing that we have to understand is fasting only really works if you're in a caloric deficit. So here's the thing. If you eat a ton of food the night before and you put yourself well over your caloric deficit, and then you think, hey, I'm gonna do a 16 or 18 or 24-hour fast the next day, you might get yourself back down to zero. So let's say that on the weekend, you ate 5,000 calories over what you normally would be allowed to eat to keep you basically at zero. So no new body fat, no weight gain. And you eat 5,000 calories over what your body will allow you to eat. What ends up happening is you don't eat for one day, but there's no way in one day that you burnt over 5,000 calories. So really, you might minimize one bad day, but you're not gonna eliminate 2 bad days. So fasting is not the answer to a poor diet. Now, if you're new to fasting, the first thing we need to do is assess a days of eating. So what I want you to do is just write down everything that you're eating in a day. And then what I want you to do is to assess yourself over a 5-day span. So it doesn't matter what you eat. All I want you to do is just track what you're eating and then track that over a 5-day span, and every day for 5 days, because by the 5th day, we should have a consistent pattern. If you're gaining weight, then that means that the food volume that you're eating is too much. If you're staying the same, then maybe we found the right amount of food for you. If you're losing weight, well, guess what? You're in a caloric deficit and you're technically fasting already because you're utilizing fat and body weight as fuel. Now, you want to start making adjustments to this. So this isn't going to be a short-term fix. So we're not even going to focus on fasting to begin with. What I want you to do is the week after, take the same food, but I want you to slightly reduce it, okay? So look at what you're eating. The easiest things that I would suggest for you to remove is some of the carbs. So when I worked with Jerome was eating 6 cups of rice every single day. And I only knew that because he was sending me photos of what he would eat in a day. And I said, let's reduce that down to 1 cup per serving. And so by him reducing it down by 1 cup per serving, that's literally, he went from 6 to 2. He ate the same amount of protein, same amount of vegetables, still did everything else the same. All we did was just reduce his intake of carbohydrates. It was tough for him for the first couple days, but by the 5th day, his body actually adjusted. And after doing this for 3 weeks, Jerome actually lost 5 pounds. And so when it comes to intermittent fasting, even if you don't eat for 16 hours, and in those 4 hours that you allow yourself to eat, you overeat, the fasting that you did does nothing. So the first thing we need to do before you even think about fasting, assess your food over a 5-day period, see if you're gaining or losing weight. If you're gaining weight, we need to reduce the food intake that you're doing, do it again for 5 days, and as soon as you start to lose weight, then we stabilize that, okay? We stabilize that for a few more weeks, and after a few more weeks, you and I, we have a discussion as to what changes need to happen. But if you're just getting going, this is the simplified method I can do without actually being your belly burn coach. So if you're looking for a custom plan, and if you're looking for day-to-day feedback, then you need to send us an email, north@fitclub.fit, mention the belly burn, and then we'll be able to help you with your nutrition. If you're just brand new to all of this, the first thing that I recommend to you is just to start working out, send us an email and mention the 5 days for $5.